Uh, well, welcome everybody who tuned in on time. This is our October roundtable. We will ask you to mute your microphones unless there's a time to talk. You're welcome to show your screen or show your video. We like seeing all your happy faces. All right.
There we go. I think Charlie's is the happiest, Eric.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, Sandy is up there too, though. It's Sandy and Charlie.
Mm-hmm. Well, I put yourself in that category too, there, Matt.
Well, I'm gonna mute though, so I can listen to the baseball game.
Uh-oh, we're gonna have to keep a live stream going, play-by-play.
It usually happens at Cabaret. It's not Cabaret without having some Dodger baseball.
For sure. All right. Joe's on. Both Joes are on the line. Nice to see you there. Bob Colley, Glenn Draper. Got a couple of our wood badgers. I just went through wood badge course a week and a half ago. They're continuing to pile in. A couple of our wood badgers. These Zoom meetings are the new normal. I think at some point we'll still probably have roundtables with some kind of live feed for those that can't make it down to a physical location. But I do miss the physical location and the ability to network and talk with people.
Yeah, we recently had a district meeting, and there was definitely we felt that camaraderie, being around each other, being able to see and talk to each other in person.
That's for sure.
Looks like things are kind of plateauing off, Eric. So if you want to go ahead and get started.
Okay. Welcome, Scouters, to our October Roundtable, Thursday, October 14th. I'm Eric Zamfleet. I'll be your host for the evening. And we will start it off with our Pledge of Allegiance. So if you will follow along with me, if you are in uniform, you may salute. If you're not in uniform, you may place your hand over your heart and repeat with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Thank you, everyone. We'll breeze through a quick agenda here. Of course, we've got our welcome, and then we'll be talking about our next event up for bid, our Cabaret. After that, it's a scouting for food. We've got renewals and rechartering coming up for 2022. Got a lot of different kinds of membership incentives that everyone can use to help bring in those new scouts. And then some time at the end for some questions and answers, as we'll always do. Okay, remember, please mute your speaker. when you're not speaking. You can enter questions in the chat area, or you can raise your hand, either with the symbol or physically in your video, raise your hand. And then also remember, we are recording the call. This is an adult event, so we can do that. Coveree, Joe Lopez. Can you tell us about our coveree?
Hi, everybody. So Coveree's coming up for all of our packs, and we have quite a few volunteers with our troops that are coming out. This year is a little different, just like last year was a little different. But this year we're actually going to have some on-hand components of it. So the way, the way we're scheduled out Friday, we're going to have some online contests, pumpkin carving, costume carving, costume carving.
Wow.
No costume carving. Sorry. That's an advanced skill. We don't do that yet. But costume contests, yard decoration with the recruiting sign, and tent decorations. So those will go out in the packet later next week.
Okay.
And you'd submit those on social media, on Facebook or Instagram with hashtags. They have to be made public because if not, then we can't share them on the council page. And the only person that would be able to find them is a friend of somebody that is a friend to you. And I'm not the one that vets all the pictures. So being friends with me doesn't necessarily mean that the person that's looking for them is going to find them. So
who's
you want to make sure. Go ahead.
Who is expecting these packages?
So those that are registered, we're going to be sending out the full participant guide probably Wednesday of next week. That'll break down some of the events, have some of the necessary forms you need to bring, and things like that. Saturday, we're going to have a haunted adventure day with some different locations to stop and kind of take pictures at. Most of the locations are public places, and so we don't want to have like a whole horde of people storming Fire Station 12 or any of the hotels. So a lot of those are just going to be, stop by, take an exterior picture, either by like the hotel sign or by the flagpole at the fire station, and go on. And we're going to include a little bit of information about it and why it's considered haunted.
Is that an all day type of thing? You can go most of the day?
Yeah, you can. There's going to be 13 stops. So you don't have to necessarily take your whole day in doing it. You can do a couple in the morning, a couple in the afternoon. Just some locations to kind of stop at and learn a little bit more about Long Beach and some of the spookier side of where we live. So Saturday night, we're going to have a movie night in a park, and that location will be revealed probably on Thursday or Friday. It's going to be a movie in a park. We're probably going to have everybody get together around 6:30, start the movie around 7 o'clock. It is supposed to be a little bit cold that weekend, so just kind of make sure that everybody's layered up so that way we can make it to the festivities on Sunday. So Sunday, we're going to have troop hosted activities at the Police Officer Association Park, which is a small little park. It's on the north side of El Dorado that you access through the Long Beach Town Center. You drive between the Walmart and the Lowe's, kind of go into the back area back there, and there's a little park there right next to the police academy and the shooting range. So that's where we're going to be having our hosted activities of BB gun, archery, slingshot. We're going to have the haunted bridge will be back out there. Gaga Ball is going to be hosted. We're going to have a lot of the fun activities that we had, a couple of different craft activities. We're also going to be hosting a West Fair there for our Webelos, so they can take a look at some of the troops and get an idea of, maybe some activities that they can do to learn a little bit more about our troops and perhaps get some calendars and get invited to some of their events that they have for Webelos. We're going to have a little daytime campfire later in the afternoon and give out some awards for the pumpkin carving, not costume carving, and as well as like the other online activities. And we're also going to have a Webelos competition for Webelo patrols, and we'll be giving out the awards for that as well. So it's going to be a fun day. We're going to get to do some stuff that we haven't got to do for a while with our Cubs. I don't think we've gotten to do BB gun except for Webelos weekend, probably in almost 3 years. So
how about awards, prizes, or patches?
Yeah, so we're going to give out some of the awards for the contest and certificates there at the event. We do have a patch and a shirt that are going to be available. You order them now. Unfortunately, with some of the things that are back ordered with different ships and things like that, we're actually going to be getting those will come in after the event. But you do have the ability to order extra patches if you'd like collecting, or if a parent wants to get a patch for their patch set. You know, if you've collected all of our Cubbery patches and want to get the latest and greatest, you can get those as well. So the theme of this year's Cubbery, which I don't have on the slide here, it's Cave Scouts. So we're going with kind of that caveman style theme, because we're all have been stuck in our caves for way too long, and we're trying to get out of that and have some fun, you know,
We're getting a little batty, aren't we?
Yeah.
A little batty.
So any questions, I can try and field that in the chat.
Is there registration and more information on the website?
Yeah, the registration is up. It's been live. You know, we already, I believe we're around 100 registrations so far of scouts and some siblings. But you can go to our council website, longbeachbsa.org/Cubbery. It'll take you right to the page. There's a kind of a preview of the program, as well as a link to registration. If you have any trouble, feel free to reach out to me. My email is also linked on that page, or, you know, my number's out there. If not, I know plenty of people in the council have it, and
we're not afraid to share it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions. Text or email is probably the best ways to get a hold of me, just because I don't always answer my phone calls, because I'm afraid that they're going to ask me about my car warranty. So,
we do have a question. Do troops need to register for the West Fair?
I would just like to get an email from the troops that are going, you know, and maybe how many are participating, just so we can have an idea of a head count. I did send an email out yesterday to all of the troops with some different information about that to the scoutmasters and the committee chairs.
All right. So this sounds like it's getting to be a council-wide event. It's not just for Cub Scouts anymore, is it?
Well, you know, the other portion of this is with Mark and Victor's help, we're actually going to be geofencing this event, and sending a blast out on Facebook to all of our all the youth in our program's age ranges. So, you know, kindergarten through high school, you know, to come out and check out the event. So the reason that we're targeting some of the kids that are older is for our Scout BSA program. Since we're going to have troops there for the West Fair, it's an easy transition to just say, hey, you know what? You know, this is primarily a Cub event, but we have our troops here. They could tell you a little bit about their program. Yep. Now, I do know that some of the troops already had some planned events for this weekend. So if you have any flyers that you want me to have on hand, we can make sure we have a table out there in the West Fair, so that way scouts can grab that information and still have it, so they're not totally missing out.
Their troop can be represented there as well.
Exactly.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you very much, Joe. I hope to see everybody on this call out there, 22nd through the 24th. All right. Coming up next is our Scouting for Food. Rosa, can you tell us about some Scouting for Food details?
Yes. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So Scouting for Food this year, the pickup date is November 13th. And it's fortunately, we're back to the Mayfair Pavilion, swim pavilion for drop off for everybody north of Carson. For everyone who lives or whose units are south of Carson, they will be dropping off at the Salvation Army. So that really hasn't changed. We still will have to wear masks when we're indoors. So for those of you who are going to help to sort, then, just make sure you have your mask with you. My email went out already. So you guys should have a couple of details for, like for the day of. If you guys want bags, then you'll need to email me how many boxes. There's 400 bags per box, so I need to know that. If you have not yet called me or emailed me with the area that you're going to, distribute your bags to, then I need that as well. I have about 10 units so far who's claimed their area, so it's a first come, first serve. So make sure you guys let me know. Let's see. Oh, and then the patches this year, the same as last year, we're going to order them probably the Tuesday after the event. That way you guys can get an accurate head count, and then you guys can place your order for your scouts. And you don't have to have a lot of extra. There isn't really any guessing. And the website, the link is on the website, and so you can click on the link and order. And if you have any questions, you can call or email me.
Sounds really great. Sounds like we're almost back to normal again.
Yeah, we're close to it.
Yeah. Are there bags available, or are we on our own for bags?
I currently don't have any bags in the office, but I'm going to place my order, so you guys will have access to bags. So you need to let me know how many boxes you need. So the estimation, just estimate how many you need. There's 400 bags per box. So if you just let me know how many boxes, then I'll have them ready for you guys to pick up.
Great. Sounds great. All right. Let's get out there and collect for all those people that don't have enough to eat and are less fortunate than ourselves. Thank you, Rosa. 10 Commandments hike coming up after Thanksgiving. Suzanne, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Good evening. Can you hear me okay?
It's a little faint, but
Hold on a second. I'm watching the document.
get your microphone close to you.
There we go. Better?
Hey, that sounds good.
Hi, everyone. Well, so far our committee has met and we're meeting every other week right now. And we have David, Simon, Rosa. They're the big support that I have for this year's goal to achieve a high registration and attention and registration. Right now, I'm reaching out to the House of Worships to see what we could do. It will be starting at Savio 8 a.m. until 2, and we're hoping that we can get as normal as possible on this. So right now we're working it out. We are looking for volunteers. So I know the flyer's gone out, and it's gone out to a lot of places since after Wood Badge, it's gone out. So hopefully you have a great attendance, and anything that you, can you hear me?
Yes.
We're good? Okay.
Good.
Okay. So at anything that you would like to have different, we're open to see what we can make it more successful. We'll be meeting again this Monday, and I'll be sending out email after I come back from my Baloo training, and we're looking forward to having a great, successful holiday season.
Sounds fantastic. It's a great event for us to work off some of that turkey after Easter.
Yes. Yes.
And is it okay for you just to, if you decide at the last minute that you want to show up and do the hike as well, that's okay?
Yeah. I think it's open. I did that when I did my first walk. So it will be open. It will just fine tune some things and announce that as well.
Right, but we want you to register ahead of time so we can
Yes.
order the right number of patches for everybody too.
Yes. Yes. So we'll send out a lot of reminders every week, and we hope to have a good turnout.
All right, great. Thank you, Suzanne. Watch
Thank you.
for it. Keep an eye out on your longbeachbsa.org
Yes.
websites again, as well as that's where all our events are.
Yes. Thank you so much for the time.
You're welcome, Suzanne. Thank you.
Popcorn.
Victor.
Yes, hi.
Fundraisers, and it looks like there's some scouts there that have been really cranking it out.
Yes, we're right in the middle of the thick of it with popcorn, and so far everybody's doing a great job. Those that are participating, we realized that there was a big response, a real positive response when they went up to do the storefront sales, and these youth here have done a combination of storefront. Wagon sales as well as online sales. So that's where you're getting your totals here for. And to date, this is as of today, these are the 8 top sellers that we have. Again, this is not the end of the sale. So these these youth will continue to sell, and we don't know who's going to end up being the top seller by the end of the campaign. So we're really excited to see that. What we are doing is we're going to be doing a top 3, the top 3 sellers will get an award, a gift card. And then anybody who sells over 1,000, we're going to be doing a special event for. So we're going to have a $1,000 club, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And for any units who are still interested in doing last minute sales, we do sell through November. And I know that we're tomorrow, actually, the take orders are due. We will be reconciling the popcorn, but we end up having some leftover popcorn. If anybody's interested in going out and doing storefront sales, we do have the storefront available till November. So if anybody's interested, please contact me.
Sure. This can be organized individually. This can be organized as a pack or a troop. You got a lot of different ways to go.
Yes, definitely.
Excellent. All right. Thank you, Victor. Coming up next, we got our renewals and our rechartering coming up for 2022. Sandy, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with that?
Absolutely. So renewals for 2022 is going to be a little bit different. We have a brand new process that National is rolling out. The website for that will be available tomorrow. The people who can access it are going to be the key 3 from each unit. So your Cub Master or Scout Master or Crew Advisor or Sea Scout Skipper, the committee chair and the charter org rep, or anybody that they have designated as a key 3 delegate will have access to the system. I will be emailing all of those people first thing tomorrow morning, and with some more information, basic information, a national video on how the system works are all available via our website. So longbeachbsa.org/renewal. And it should be a whole lot easier than it's been in the past. They've simplified the process considerably. So hopefully it'll all go smoothly. And we'll take it from there. Questions, you guys know where to find me, how to get hold of me, and I will do my very best to help you out as much as I can.
I think we'll bring you back in November to help walk us through some of the new steps. Have you seen a preview of it? Is it really easier?
It is. It's a lot easier. I've seen the preview. And like I said, the video of that is available on the national site. We have a link to it from our page.
Excellent.
So.
All right. But we've got fees to go along with that, right?
Yes, there are fees to go with that. So as you can see from the chart, basically youth are $11.50 per month. Adults are $5 a month. And I've got stuff covering up my screen for whatever that last column says.
Explorers are $5 a month.
Yep. So that's exploring. Okay. And then any people, any youth who are brand new to scouting, have never been registered anywhere in the BSA, are going to pay a one-time $25 flat fee for joining. And then the unit charter fee is $75 per unit. So, and Scout Life, which is not on that particular chart, remains at $12 for the year. So a great bargain.
That is.
And a great magazine. So highly recommend it for everybody. And that's the fee structure. That chart is also out on the renewal website, which again is longbeachbsa.org/renewal. So it's all out there for everybody and available to get started on tomorrow.
Right. I know I get questions all the time. When you renew for the annual renewal, it's the full annual price, correct?
Correct. Yep. You're going to be 12 months, January through December 2022.
And if a scout's signing up for right now to join in October, what are they paying right now?
So they're going to pay for the 3 months remaining in this year. And then they need to be prepared, if they're doing a paper application, to pay the renewal fees. If they're renewing or if they're joining online, they're actually going to pay for the remaining 3 months of this year and all of 2022 automatically.
Okay.
So, and that will show up as units go to renew. They'll see that there are members that have already prepaid their 2022 fees.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
What are we trying to get to?
Are you talking to? Okay. We're trying to get to the path to 500. We're trying to get to our goal of 1,500 youth by the end of the year. We're currently at 1,090. We're trekking a little bit slowly, but the good thing that I've, at least coming in new, and I've noticed, is that there's a lot of a positive response. A lot of people are interested in joining scouting. We've been getting a lot of good responses on that. But, one of the things, though, that we have to see on the other side, and we have to get these these youth registered into scouting. So I would say if you have applications for youth that are come into scouting and have already filled out their applications, try to get them registered as soon as possible. That also covers the youth for insurance purposes, as well as when they're participating in activities and such. So it's important to get them registered, to hold on to the applications, and something were to happen, sort of puts it could put in a bad situation. So I just encourage everybody, if you do have applications out there for units or youth that have already registered or given the applications into the unit, please register them as soon as possible. And so this is a path 1,500. If you can go to the next slide, Eric.
Certainly.
So we have all sorts of materials for you. We have banners. Next slide. We have the PeachJar flyer, which is a new e-flyer that Long Beach School District has. Now, some schools, and it's a school-by-school basis, still allow for the traditional handout flyers, but for the majority of the schools, they are doing the PeachJar. It's a email blast that goes out to whichever schools that we select. We can do it by school. And so this is a new form of information getting out regarding our join nights and the activities that are coming up. So this is a new.
Can that flyer be formatted for a PDF and then for instance, for a private school, and then send it over to the private school?
We can do it as well. So this is a formattable, like you said, it's a formattable PDF. We can change it, adjust it. And so we could customize it to whichever program or whichever school that we wanted to send it to.
Excellent.
Okay.
What else do we have?
So we could do traditional flyers. We could do the regular flyers that we've done before. We could do customizable flyers. We also have mini magazines. Scout Life magazine. Great opportunity for us to be able to show what scouting is about with the magazine. It's a item that you can give out to the potential scouts as they're coming in, and their parents as they're coming in to look at the unit, or if you're passing out material at a recruitment event.
And they're free.
And they're free, exactly. Next slide.
We talked also about some geofencing too.
Geofencing events. So this has been very very successful for us. So we've geofenced specific events. It could be a joint night. It could be an ice cream social. I know, for example, PAC 371 is doing a bike tour activity. So we can geofence that event or joint night, and it'll go to a radius about 1 or 2 miles within the neighborhood of the school or the meeting location, and it goes to parents of school age kids. So we usually, when we send these out, we'll get a good response. They'll come in and go to our joint site because it's linked to our joint site through our QR codes, as well as sometimes has information on there to contact the leaders specifically. So this has been very successful for us. And so please let us know of any events that you have upcoming. We would definitely like to have those publicized.
What kind of databases are we drawing from for that?
This is a Facebook. This is our Facebook geofencing.
Oh, Facebook.
So there's Facebook, which is the one that we use, but I've also seen leaders using Neighbor, next door neighbor, I think, application. So there's multiple ones out there. We use this one on behalf of the council, so we'd be more than happy to set it up for you, for anybody.
Okay. We can also do it the old-fashioned way too. Is that right?
Yes, we could do yard signs. Oh, yard signs. We have banners again. Yard signs are great. Thank you for anyone who has put a yard sign in front of their house to help advertise scouting. You see them all over town. We're real excited about that. But getting the word out is something that's very important. So if you have families that haven't picked up a sign, or if you have families that are interested in sharing a sign with a neighbor or anybody else, please let us know. We have plenty of yard signs at the office that we can get out to you.
And they're free.
And they're free, yes. And if you put out a yard sign as part of our incentive program, that we've been randomly selecting individuals that have yard signs in front of their homes, or families have yard signs in front of their homes, and we've been giving them gift cards. We've done that every week now for the last since the September 1st and the beginning of the campaign. We also have the really important is the fall recruitment incentive for the youth, for the scouts, that if they recruit a friend, they get entered into all these really awesome prizes here. So they'll get a patch, they get into the bi-weekly drawing for a gift card, and then at the end of the campaign, which is in December, they'll get a grand prize drawing of either a Nintendo Switch or a $250 Amazon gift card. So so far, we haven't gotten a whole lot of submissions, so I would say it's pretty good odds.
Odds are pretty good at this point. Okay.
Yeah, pretty good odds that if there's youth out there recruiting, if they sign up, they might be able to get that prize. So I would encourage you guys to come on into the let us know if the youth are recruiting, and use the incentive programs that we have here to get more kids involved in scouting.
Yeah, great. I know that if you don't ask, you don't get. And so if we're not reaching out to our community and asking, are you interested in scouting, you're never going to get a response. And so you can't just sit there and wait for them to arrive, or wait for them to sign up. We need to reach out, and they're ready, because they've been cooped up in their houses for way too long, and they want to get out. And that's part of the incentive program, is to get out of the indoors, right? So
absolutely,
that's what we want. Great. I wanted to take a little time here also that to tell everyone that we don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are all kinds of resources that are out there for scouting, and I love that about scouting, about BSA, is that there's all kinds of resources for anything that you want. And I'm going to actually stop my share for just a moment here, and then come in and give you kind of a virtual walking tour of the BSA Brand Center. And the BSA Brand Center and the Marketing and Membership Hub, I got it popped up on the screen here, is a kind of a go-to place for all kinds of things. But specifically, I wanted to tell you today about some of the things for that are available for membership, for recruiting, for marketing. This is the marketing and membership hub. There's information about PACs and DENs, district recruiting as well. There's explanations about everything. If you go down to the PACs, it'll tell you about that. There are examples, social media that you can work with. Let me back up here a second. The brand center has all kinds of flyers and pictures and fill in the blank things and promos. You can work on the Scout Me In. You can work. It's good for Scouts BSA as well. Here's a whole set of files just from BSA, Scouts BSA. Flyers, photos, postcards, posters, social media images. These are drag and drop kind of things. You can create troop cards. It's kind of like a little handout for the Scouts to give to their friends. Wallpapers to add onto your websites if you have one. Web banners for Facebook and whatnot. Yard sign, customized yard signs that you can make. You can go on your left-hand side and you can filter down depending on what you're interested in as well. There's a set of brand guidelines, so you know when and where you can use the BSA logos and copyrighted information. Let's see here. There's the recruitment playbook that you can go through. There's a bunch of resources there that you can click on. Gives you kind of instructions about what you can do for your recruiting program. You can pull in customized videos. You can, if you want to present at an open house or at a community event or hold a special social, you can have a video going on in the background. It's already there. All you got to do is play the thing. And so these are I wanted to kind of show you some of these ideas that are all around there for you. In, say, for instance, in Cub Scouting, here's your recruitment. Escape the outdoors. This is what I'm talking about. You know, let's get these kids doing something and have them in scouting. Templates for emails, templates for flyers, welcome information. Always, when you're recruiting a scout, you're also recruiting the parent, and so get them involved as well. They can be part of your committees, your team, your resources for meeting topics and all the rest of that. So take advantage of it. It's there for you. You can reach it through scoutingwire.org, or you can go into the my.scouting.org and you can reach it through some links that way as well. So so don't be shy. It's there to be used. Okay, great. So we're coming close to our end now. We'll follow up with, we'll finish up with our training. I don't see Michael Devine. He's probably very busy right now planning for a Baloo and IOLS course coming up this weekend. It's now sold out. We had a limited number of people that could attend to that. It's at Camp Hockwitz this weekend, October 16th and 17th. I know several of us on this call will actually be there. And though that is outdoor leader training for both Scouts BSA Scouters and also Cub Scout Scouters leaders. So that's IOLS and Blue. Also, I got a lot of new leaders coming in this year with in the packs and in the troops, and also venturing. You need to be trained. We want trained leaders for to lead these scouts, and so leader-specific training will be on November 7th. We will hold it at Sea Base, 8:30 in the morning through 1:30 p.m. At the end of that, your leader-specific training for Cub Scouts, you will be a trained leader. For Scouts BSA leaders, you'll need to go through an IOLS training as well to become fully trained. So I do encourage you to reach out to all of your unit leaders. If they're not trained, we want 100% trained leaders in our units, in our packs and in our troop committees. So, and venturing advisors. Remember also YPT. What does YPT stand for? Youth Protection Training. Youth Protection Training is required for any of the adult leaders that are in contact with our youth. And so you will not be able to renew without that YPT training for your adult leaders. Get it done now. Definitely. It's available online. You can do it online, and we will be offering in-person courses as well before the end of the year. Keep an eye out for that. Again, go to this longbeachbsa.org website, and you'll have all the details and sign up registration form or registration links for that as well. All right, so this is kind of a little bit, so we have a little bit of time. Let's see if you guys had if you all had any particular questions in mind. It doesn't have to be related to the slides that you had today. Any particular comments? I just came off of a wood badge course where we had 23 leaders go through 2 weekends worth of training. This is the highest level of training that you can obtain as adult leaders. Very excited group, very energetic, enthusiastic, and they are ready to give back to our council and to our units. I want you to welcome them with open arms if they've got ideas for some of their goals, and encourage you also to look for the next wood badge course next August and October as well, and sign up for that. So maybe I could ask any of the wood badge participants how they felt about their wood badge experience. Not to put you on the spot, but
I thought it was great.
Hi, Jason. How's it going?
Good. Yeah, I did a training similar to that of team building with my company that sent me to Minnesota. We'd all mix the corporate and the managers and the presidents and officers all together, and it was a good mix of that and a good mix of the scouting program. And yeah, it had us pumped up. I mean,
I'm sure we pumped you full of information you're still trying to digest.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I bet they didn't do it under the trees though, did they?
No, we were sitting in the Chamber of Commerce, but well, it wasn't as much fun, nearly as much fun.
Not nearly as much fun. Great. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason's going to work with me on some of the roundtable stuff, so I think it's going to be we're going to start brainstorming.
I think I had so much fun, I came back and blew out my knee.
Uh-oh.
So I've been laid up for about a week.
Oh no. Oh,
Okay.
better real quick.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Great.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alex Wheatron, and I also participated in the Wood Badge course. And I must say it was very inspirational, very enlightening. I learned much more than I had anticipated. It was very, again, inspirational that both my wife and I are very happy to be part of it and look forward to contributing to our youth and our troop and everything that we can. And as a matter of fact, one of my tickets is going to be to participate in the Abilities Expo, which is coming up at the end of the month, October 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st at the Los Angeles Convention Center. And I was going to ask Victor if regarding those flyers and stuff, we'll have the opportunity to hand out flyers at that expo. So I'll contact you offline so we can maybe tailor one of those flyers or a couple to hand out at that activity.
Great.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. Yeah, we can always use other events, and they can use ours to cross-pollinate.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also attended. My name is Suzanne Johnson. I'm out of PAC 371 and Troop 371. I'll tell you, the experience was awesome. I've done several different types of trainings, and this one was really, what's inspirational about this is that we're all volunteers. We're all there for the same reason. You have corporate training, which you're paid to go to, but this was something that you carved out of your time to attend and make a big commitment. And it really opened my eyes on really everything, because the tools that it provided us and the role playing, the team building. I mean, this team building that they did, it was phenomenal for me, because what I learned is how to really identify the strengths in people in different ways now. So it was well-rounded, to the food, to the interfaith, to the camping that Eric knows my camping. So I feel good now.
Hey, a little more comfortable with camping now, aren't you?
Yes. No more white shorts, right?
Right. No white shorts.
Yeah. So it was really great. So I hope that, and I will be working with all of you more often, and having to guide our youth in a different way and making things better and teaching them what we've all learned here as a team. So I'm looking forward to it, to putting everything out there.
Very happy that that you attended the Wood Badge. It is one of the more unique classes, if you will, this year. It was after a 2-year hiatus because we did not do a Wood Badge last year. And we all feel that the participants all wanted to be there. They weren't forced to go. They weren't told by their unit leaders, hey, you're the next person in line to go to Wood Badge. No, this was the people wanted to be, the participants wanted to be there. And we had nobody drop out of the course between the first weekend and the second weekend. And that's very rare. And so I want to really recognize the participants for that. I think we're going to have a very strong class, if you will. They've got 18 months to finish their ticket, and I'll be attending your graduation ceremonies, if you will. All right, great. Yeah, Jason.
I just want to say, I had a question. Do you know what you get when you crack open a Bob White?
What what do you get when you crack open a Bob White?
You get a smaller, tougher, meaner Bob White.
Yep, and we all stick together too.
Very nurturing.
From one fellow Bob White to another. All right. Excellent. Anybody else have anything that it's on their mind with regard to scouting in general or scouting with the council? We're going full steam with our list of events for the next few months. Before you know it, it'll be holiday time. We're going to have some annual recognition dinners and awards for a variety of things, whether it's Silver Beaver, District Award of Merits, Unit Award of Appreciation. Start thinking about those unit leaders that are doing something special for you for scouting, and nominate them for us. Okay.
Hey, Eric, this is Joe Warner.
Yeah, Joe.
Can I throw in a couple of shameless plugs for Camp Talkwitz here?
Absolutely.
So if you haven't seen, Camp Tockwitz has its summer 2022 dates and rates posted. Right now, we're only requiring a troop to sign up and give their $200 deposit to hold your spot. So be sure to get in and sign up for that. We've got Wood Badge was up here. We've got ISO Belutis next weekend. But we do have winter camps coming up, and there's several troops and Cub Packs planning to come up here, and but there's still room to go. So get with Cindy Spalding in the office and get signed up to come to Camp Tockwitz. It's beautiful up here.
It is gorgeous. And I will say that I've been to several different summer camps and from a variety of councils, and there's just nothing like the spirit that comes from the staff at Camp Tockwitz. There's just a huge energy there that makes the camp so special. And so kudos to you. Thanks.
Eric, I have something to add about silver beavers.
Well, let's add it then.
Let's throw it in there at the end. Silver Beaver time, towards the end of the month, we're going to be looking at collecting all of our Silver Beaver nomination forms. So I know many of you must have some folks in mind out there that deserve a Silver Beaver. Nomination forms are online at the council website. Mark Bonner's also sent them out over the last few weeks in his Thursday email blast. Not the one today, but I think last week. So start looking around and find me 2 new Silver Beavers.
And what's a Silver Beaver?
That's the highest award that a council can award to a volunteer.
Excellent. All right, everyone. Hopefully everyone is active in their units. They've got things going on. Get those outings going and recruit. So with that, I'd like to wish everybody a great rest of October. Hope to see you at the Kaburi, as well as the 10 Commandments hike, and all of our other events coming up. So farewell till next time, November 11th.